Hello and welcome to the 2025 Sun Conference Flag Football Media Day. Suncast, covering the Sun Conference, is excited to host the inaugural Sun Flag Football Media Day. We welcome you in. I'm your host, Reagan, Harrell, and we now welcome on St. Thomas's coach, Erick, Burzanko, and wide receiver and quarterback, Rayonna Baker. Coach, Ray, how's it going today?
Doing well. Thank you for having us.
Of
I'm
course.
doing good. Thank you.
Yeah, that is, y'all just wrapped up practice. Ray, a job, pretty good 6 a.m. practice.
Yes, very good practice today.
Love it. Well, Coach, this first question to you. Talk to us about Ray, what she means to your program. Obviously, an important position, athletic player at wide receiver and cornerback. And what does she mean to your program as a leader off the field for St. Thomas?
Yeah, so she's been here. This is her fourth year. She's played every single year for us. She has been kind of the stable of what we've anticipated her to be at. She's a leader on and off the field, leads by example, kind of growing into that voice as well as she's kind of grown over the years. So we really rely, especially me, I really rely on her when it comes to, opinions and suggestions of trying to better the program and, what we do offensively, defensively, whatever it may be. But, Ray is a phenomenal person. She's a high character person. What's your GPA right now?
3.5.
3.5 GPA right now. So, she's the type of person that you want to lead the program and hopefully bring others under her wing, to kind of keep this program moving forward in the right direction. So, she's been unbelievable for us, and unfortunately, this is her last year, but we're going to try and make it the best year for her as possible. And I know she's excited for it. But she's been an unbelievable player for us and just person overall, trying to help the program as much as possible, off and on the field. So I think she does a great job for us all around to better our program.
Well, Ray, as you head into your last year of playing collegiate flag football, take us back to where it started. How did you start playing the sport, and how did it lead you to St. Thomas?
So I started playing when I was in the sixth grade. I went to this like charter school, so I was the only sixth grader on the team. I was very small, but I was able to make it. And then I started playing just from there, from seventh grade, eighth grade, and then in ninth grade, I wasn't gonna play because basketball was my main sport. But the coach told me somebody got injured, and he like really wanted me to play. He told me he had a jersey for me and everything, so I ended up playing. And from ninth to 12th, I played, and then I went to Pace. Then I ended up coaching. I was coached by somebody named Coach Derek, and he was connected to St. Thomas, so I was able to go from Pace to St. Thomas.
Well, it's definitely worked out for you. About to have your degree, about 4 years playing college flag football under your belt and 3.5 GPA to go with it. Very impressive. Coach, talk to us about what you're looking to see from your team growth wise as you head into your third season in Miami Gardens.
So this is actually our fifth season. We started in 29, or I'm sorry, in 2020. So we started the program the year after we started football. So I was kind of appointed to take the helm to kind of turn this program over and make sure that we were successful. So going into the fifth year, I think we have a lot of experience, but also a lot of fresh new faces joining the program, and we anticipate a lot of those fresh new faces competing and helping us hopefully win a lot of football games this year, which is exciting. So, the biggest thing is, every year is a new year, new team dynamic and all that. So the biggest thing is we were trying to find our niche, and I think we have a good group of girls, seniors, juniors who have played for us, but also a younger group that are eager and ready to play for us right away. The competition that we have, throughout the off season in the fall, and during practice right now is unbelievable and probably the best we've had right now as far as everybody wanting to get better and the girls' attitudes of trying to be the best, even if it's against one another, right? Kind of gets the best of them at times, but the biggest thing is being able to compete, and I think we have a good group upperclassmen and freshmen, sophomores that are ready to go to help us hopefully, win a lot of football games this year and have a good year. So.
Yeah, you've been able to build up your team over the last 5 years. You've added some depth heading into what's going to be another fun year in the conference. Coach, take us through what it's like week in and week out preparing and coaching in the Sun Conference for flag football.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're going to get everybody's best. And like we've talked about in the past, I think our conference is, the best conference of flag football in the nation right now. So in my opinion, it's whether it's a playoff game or a national championship, in my opinion, every game. And, that's the type of level that we kind of face every week to week of, making sure it's one game at a time, because if you look ahead, you're going to get caught up and end up, being on the wrong end of the final. The biggest thing for us is taking it one game at a time, week by week. Right now we have a scrimmage coming up, so our focus is on that, and then sprinkle in a little bit of Warner. Obviously, they're our first game, so we're starting to sprinkle in a little bit of that and try and prepare as much as possible for that moving forward. And then once we're done with Warner, we move on to the next game. So that's the biggest thing, is trying to take it one day at a time and one game at a time. So because we're going to get the best out of everybody, whether it's Kaiser, Thomas, Weber, Warner. We know who everybody is. We know that we're going to get their best. So we just have to make sure we're prepared and ready to go each time, because if you don't, you're going to get caught up. So.
Ray, as a student athlete at St. Thomas, you get to be a part of a culture that has brought a red banner in for the first time in program history with y'all's swimming team, numerous other teams in the top 25, top 10. I'm sure it's a lot of fun for the others for you to go to other sporting events there at St. Thomas. Talk to us about what game day environments are like at some of these games, like football, volleyball, with fall sports that were both in the top 10 for the majority of the season. And what are some other aspects of St. Thomas that you enjoy?
So like you said, like the game days are, I always think they're pretty cool. The students here, like they just have a lot of energy. They support every sport here at St. Thomas. We have a lot of sports. Obviously the main sports are supported a little more, but like I really enjoy going to like basketball games, for example, just because it's very lively. Like all the students there, they're just really into the game. We always root each other on. It's like, for example, if our team supports basketball, basketball will come support us. We support football, football come support us. So I like that aspect of, a lot of people here are student athletes, so we all support each other in everything that we do.
It's awesome. Ray, talking to me about this team. How excited are you to get back on the field for your senior year with this group of young ladies hitting the field with you?
I'm very, very excited. This is a lot of people left, so our team is relatively new. So I'm just really excited to see what we can do. I'm really confident in everybody that's on our team, what they bring, and what Coach Burzanko and Coach Derek have us doing this year. So I'm really, really excited, and I cannot wait.
Coach, with a lot of newcomers coming in, along with Ray, who are some returners you're looking to for leadership heading into the 2025 season?
Yeah, so we have a plethora of upperclassmen that have played for us. Just a couple names to kind of point out. Kaylee Miller, she's the same year as Ray, kind of started right when she got here, and hasn't kind of left the field at all. So she's another person. In my opinion, she should be kind of an all-conference player. Hasn't really got that nod yet, just because there's a lot of good talent out there, not just at St. Thomas, but at Thomas, Kaiser, everybody, Weber, Warner, everybody has a lot of talent. So, I think that nomination should hopefully come this year of, her being, one of the top receivers in the conference. Also, Tashumba Washington, she's three-time all conference first team defensive back. She's just a ball hawk. She's been here since the spring of 2022, whatever it is. These years are going by like it's nothing, and it's all kind of joining into each other. So So she's been kind of a big piece for us on defense, and we look forward to having her hopefully step up her game a little bit. And she's a really good player on defense, but we're going to need her on all aspects of offense, defense, special teams when it comes to that point. So those are two names that have been playing for us since the beginning, since they got here. A couple other names: Leah Cruz. She was second team utility last year at the center position. She returns for us. She's a sophomore. Cameron Campbell, who's kind of a Swiss Army knife, is playing offense and defense, who played quite a bit last year, but she's going to be a main focal point for us on both sides of the ball. And Dominique Presmore as well, kind of that Swiss Army knife of being able to play multiple positions and helping us out on both sides of the football as well. So I think those are a couple upperclassmen that are kind of ready to go, or amped up to get this thing rolling. So.
Coach, how about some newcomers that are coming in trying to get y'all on top of the Sun Conference now and into the future?
Yeah, so we have a couple newcomers that we anticipate being really good for us, obviously this year and years to come. Majority freshmen. So Sydney Brooks, she came from Braden River High School in Bradenton. She's a quarterback, so hopefully she has some success this year, and she's been doing a really good job for us right now, playing some quarterback. Nandi Ramasar, she's from Western. She's kind of a receiver corner, but she's doing a really good job for us as well to be ready to go. Western is a really good team where they kind of went to state the past couple years, won some state championships in flag football, so she knows kind of how to operate and hopefully bring that championship DNA a little bit, to us. So those two are I think are big parts of what we're going to have this year. And then also who you probably know of, but she's not a freshman. She's a fifth year, Brooke Bogat. So she played basketball for us for a long time as the point guard. She's coming along this year, wanted to play football, flag football. And, she's going to play some quarterback and some other positions for us too. She's just a freak athlete and
Yeah.
excited to kind of change kind of her way a little bit of playing basketball for 4 years. She kind of was ready for something new, and I think she got what she was looking for, and hopefully she helped us as much as possible as well. So a couple names, don't want to you know we're ready to go,
Well,
but yeah, just a couple names on both sides as far as upperclassmen and some newbies that are with us this year. So.
yeah, certainly no Brooke, great basketball player. We've seen that, seen success from it. Basketball players coming on to the flag football field. Ray, you've been a part of the game for quite a while, so your game has developed, I'm sure, a good bit over the years. As you head into your final year, what aspects of your game have you been working on most to get the most out of your senior year at St. Thomas?
So for one, I've been like working on my hands. Obviously, I want to be able to catch the ball better. I also been working on just my footwork, being able to get the spots quicker. Because let's say I'm not the fastest, but if I can beat you to a spot, I feel like that can help us out a lot. And I've also just been working on my endurance, making sure that I'm able to help us and not be tired. So I just wanted to focus on those things just so I can be benefit the team as much as I can.
Love it, Coach. A couple years ago, I got in the broadcasting booth for the first time for flag football. I was like, no problem. I just need to know names of the players, and I'll be okay. And about 10 minutes in, I was like, I might need to do a little more research for my second game. A couple years later, it's a game I've become fond of. It's a very fun sport. I think will continue to grow. Coach, talk to us about what some aspects of flag football are that the average fan just may not understand.
Yeah, in years prior, before obviously this thing started in 2020, it's not just a club sport anymore. The competition is real. You have a lot of people, females, that absolutely love the game of football and want to be able to play it at the highest level. And the competition is very strong. And to me, it's a really fun game to watch. Obviously, as a spectator, as a coach, it's fun to be a part of. And in my opinion, since the start of it, it's growing like wildfire, right? And the biggest thing for me is you know the opportunity for these young ladies to be able to play the sport they love, and it growing as fast as it has been. It's ultimately going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's going to be, in my opinion, it's going to outgrow some of these other sports that have been here for a while. As far as the popularity, right? The competition, obviously, the USA Olympics, all that kind of stuff. So the biggest thing for me is, as a fan, you're going to be entertained. There's going to be a lot of competition. It's fast paced, right? They say it's not physical, but it's a physical game a little bit, right? But it's a fun game to watch and be a part of. So, and ultimately the ones playing it enjoy it, love it, right? And at the end of the day, we are we are a college sport, and we operate just like we are in football, basketball, whatever it is, right? Whatever sport. So the biggest thing is to make sure that all of these girls have the opportunity to play and get the best experience possible. So if you're an average fan, enjoy it. It's a fun thing to watch. The competition's high, and you're going to get a lot of excitement if you're going to watch the Sun Conference this year. In my opinion, just watching every game in the Sun Conference, if that's the only thing you're able to watch, you're going to get a lot of excitement depending on any game you watch, any game you choose from. It's going to be an exciting year for Sun Conference and flag football.
Of course, you can catch all those games on the Sun Digital network, or just go to the school's websites and on the schedule. I'm sure you can find the live streams there. But Coach, you hit the nail on the head. This is a growing sport, and with it heading into the Olympics in the United States in a couple years, 26, yeah, it's going to be. I think that's going to cause an explosion. I think you're going to see more and more schools picking it up. I think it's just phenomenal that the NAIA, specifically the Sun Conference, is the area where it's being picked up the most at. We're at the we're ground zero of building a sport, which I think is phenomenal. I want to thank you for being part of the first coaches to get this thing off the ground.
Yeah,
Ray, yes,
just
sir.
a fun fact, a little bit of history. We were actually the first team to announce that we were starting flag football, maybe by an hour, but we were the first team, or by 24 hours, whatever it was. But we were the first university to announce it, which was kind of cool to see.
Yeah, I
So
mean that will go down in history 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now. I mean, that will go down in history, right? Right. That's gonna be a pretty cool thing about it. Yeah, I'm part of
Yeah,
the first team.
yeah, that's really cool.
Well, Ray, about to graduate, 3.5 GPA. Talk to us about what you're studying at St. Thomas and what are your plans for after graduation?
So I'm studying. My major is sports ad, but my degree is in business. So I take a lot of business classes, things like that, math classes, all that.
Yep.
So I guess my plan, I don't really have like a real set plan, but my plan really is to just try my best to get a job. I'm probably more than likely gonna get my MBA after this, and then try my best to just get a job. So I know that depending on your degree, it's like the better money you'll make. So I want to be able to make a lot of money. And I think the best route to do that is with a business degree and then going on to get my master's in business as well.
So my
I,
dad just
I,
graduated. Oh,
I think you'll see a future flag football coach here as well. Just by the way she loves the game and wants to be around it 24/7. I think that'll kind of be in her future if she chooses to go that route as well. So
Ray, do you agree? You see yourself being a coach?
Yes, I see myself being a coach. I don't know about flag. I love football a lot. I love tackle football, 11 on 11. I've been studying that like my whole life. But yeah, I do enjoy coaching a lot, so I hope I can do that in my future.
Well, Coach, she wants to get her MBA, possible GA spot for the
Yep.
2026 Bobcat flag football
There
team.
you go. You already got it. We'll just sign it up right now. We got it.
Love it. So I got one last question for both of you, Coach. I'll ask it to you first. Before one of these awesome, highly anticipated Sun Conference flag football games. Sure, you got to make a quick stop for one of the road games. You guys stop somewhere in between, maybe heading up to Weber or Warner in Polk County. Maybe it's even a short drive over to Florida Memorial for you. But you got to get a little something from the gas station. Get you a little pre-game snack or something. Ray, I'm sure you got to do the same. Coach, what are we rocking with before one of these big games?
Well, I used to go with the white monster. Um, Now I am no longer doing that. Um, just because health reasons and some other I'm choosing not to. But for me, it's I probably maybe a couple hours depending on the trip or wherever we're going. I'll probably get a pub sub, get
Nice.
something to eat, have a nice little water or a Sprite possibly, but nice little pub sub or pub wrap, and kind of go from there. But yeah, I used to be a big Monster guy. I used to drink Monster like it was water. And she can attest to it too. She sees me with those cans of white Monster. It's going to be a jittery and excited, overexcited, hyper Coach Burzanko. So I'm off the Monster. So right now I'm drinking coffee because we've been up since 5 a.m. But no more Monsters. So try to keep it to water or Gatorade and make sure I'm hydrated so I don't pass out there in the heat. So
Yeah, to cut back on the Red Bulls a couple years ago. It's getting to be the same way. Ray, what about you? What are we rocking with before a game?
I know it don't sound that good, but I love candy, so I always try to like have some type of candy. Depending on like if we play like an earlier game, I try to have. I'm not super stitious or anything, but every home game I always have to have Chick-fil-A. I don't try to break it because I feel like I played my best games when I have Chick-fil-A before. So I always try to have Chick-fil-A before a game. But if we're away and we go to the gas station or something, I gotta grab some type of candy, Sour Patch, sour gummy worms, something like that.
Some candy and God's chicken, and you're ready to roll, huh?
Yes.
Love it, love it. Well, Coach Ray, I'm excited for another great year of Sun Conference football. Good luck this season. Look forward to watching some Bobcat flag football this year.
thank you, and thank
Appreciate
you
it.
for having us and trying to make this thing more popular and getting our name and obviously just the Sun Conference in general out there to everyone. So thank you for trying to grow this as much as we are trying. So we appreciate you.
Yes, I appreciate that. Y'all have a great day.
You
Thank you.
too. Thank you.